You know, it's so important for animals to get their exercise to be, healthy, of course, we all know that. But when the temperature dips like it has in the past, it's uncomfortable outside and it can be dangerous. So we asked you out there in Winnipeg what your pet does to signal you that I'm freezing, it's time to go in. Take a look.
I just recently in December bought him some boots, which I never thought I would do. But, he does get the ice in his paws and he was whimpering.
And he gets a lot of little crusty balls of hard ice and stuff in his paws.
If they're uncomfortable, if they're hiding away and, if they get irritable or, they'll let you know how they're feeling.
I know the little one keeps lifting her paws if it's really, really cold, and so I don't walk her as long.
He starts to slow down, and we can just see usually the frost, on his face and on his paws. So, we can usually tell when he's ready to go home.
There we go. We're just talking about how the cold can affect. Of course, Andrea Render's back, the practice manager, Animal Hospital of Manitoba. Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
You made it through the traffic snarl.
Finally.
With that power outage. And you survived Blue Rodeo.
I did.
And you're here. All right, great. We saw those folks talking about their pets outside. Obviously, you don't want to keep them out as you would in the spring and summer. It really can do some serious damage.
Yeah. We see it more with cats, ear tips, tails, feet. The strays certainly have a hard time, but it's something that you really have to pay attention to. And with dogs, our furry ones, we kind of take for granted that maybe they can handle it, but they can't. They spend more of their time inside than outside, so their coats aren't prepared for it at all.
Well, I used to have a neighbor that would have the dog chained. He had a dog house outside, but even in the harshest of winter, and jokingly I said, you got to get that dog involved. He's an outdoor dog. Wolves stay outside all the time.
Yeah.
They're not wolves.
No, and we expect our pets to live a lot longer and be our companions. So we can't really compare them to wolves. They surpass that. So
what do we look for in signs that the animals trying to convey to us at this time, I just got to get in?
Well, first of all, if you've let them out, make sure you let them back in. Sometimes you get busy if you have kids or whatever. How long have they been out? Check the back door. Did someone let them out and you didn't know? And you'll see the pet out there lifting their feet and their ears will be down.
Yeah, it'll lift the paws.
Yeah, well, they're basically out there with bare feet. They don't have fur on their paws. Right. So sort of create a check back system in terms of who let the dog out, how long has it been in, and then watch the cats. The cats that are used to maybe going outside will scoot outside and go, oh, it was really cold. You don't notice. Cats kind of hide more in the house, but create a system where someone is aware where the pet is, because when it gets really cold, it is dangerous, and some things we can't repair once they've happened.
True. And they might have a fur coat, like look at these little guys out there, but they have exposed skin, like you said, on the bottom of their feet. Yeah. Their tummies
ears,
have
tummies,
less hair. Yeah, the ears, the nose, the whole bit. So they can't tell you, so really be aware of that.
Yes, yeah.
All right.
The other problem we see is people call us all the time, why is my pet shedding so much in the winter? And we forget that our homes are nice and warm, and then we put them outside, and their coats are trying to create a system, and we're kind of messing with it because outside's really cold, inside it's really warm.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, we get a lot of calls. They're shedding excessively, and their systems just don't know how to deal with our artificial environments. So that's something that we deal with a lot is excessive shedding, and then scratching dry skin, like we get dry. Yeah. So we want to make sure our clients are feeding a really good diet, and then you can supplement with fatty acids. Talk to your veterinarian and they'll set you up with something, but it is a good idea because once they start scratching, it's hard for them to break the habit.
Sure.
And then we have a whole other set of issues in terms of habits of scratching and uncomfortable and behaviors. So,
right. Now you mentioned, of course, we've all seen it, the cats with the frozen ear tips or losing a tail. If we suspect our pet has frostbite, what are we looking for the signs and what can we do?
The best thing to do is if you have a bad feeling that your cat was out for a long time or his ears are cats will put their ears down when they bother them, like they'll kind of go sideways instead of straight up. Just call the vet, go to the vet and see what they can do and sort of how long the process has gone on for, and they can evaluate whether or not what we're going to do in terms of repair or surgical or medications or things like that. But
hypothermia, though, there are signs in humans, of course. We are breathing slows, we're lethargic, the whole bit. If you notice that with your pet, is it's just go, don't...
Just go. Just go.
Nothing you can do at home, just wrap in a blanket?
Well,
maybe,
you can warm them up, but again, you have to be careful. Don't put anything. It's the same as us. You're tempted to use hot water balls and things like that, but they do have exposed skin, and their bodies may have gone into shock, and that's not something necessarily you can get back from. We have medications that are specific to get back from shock.
All right. Take it to a pro.
That's
All
right.
Well, thank you so much, and hopefully we won't have to worry about that -40 stuff much longer. It's kind of nice out now, though.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's not bad. Well, good luck on the traffic on the way back.
Thank you.
All right. We're taking a break, everybody. We'll see you in just a few minutes.